Troy, the city of centuries, on the coasts of Greece. It stands tall. Never the walls have been breached, but today could be different. Achilles and his fine Greek army march on the towering walls, hoping to take it from Hector and the Trojans. They think they know how to fight. They think they're unbeatable. Hiding behind their famed walls, though, they are nothing. Can he make it up to the gates? Can he make it into the city and up to the palace? And once here, Achilles can be crowned the best warrior in Greece once he has taken Troy. They say Troy is impossible to breach. Its walls stand high above all others and no one can get through the walls. But Achilles disagrees with that. Him hiding in his bush, but he is ready to come out and fight against the proud Trojan prince Hector, also a man of bushes, but mostly about honor and valor, to protect Troy from its invaders. We have the Greek army coming up on the walls now, trying to take over the city. As you can see, this is a massive battle. You can hear the thundering from the siege towers. People coming in from all ways. Achilles leading his Greek army against the Trojan forces. Now, the Trojans themselves are somewhat outnumbered, but they do have the advantage when it comes to defense. Whether it's going to be enough against the invading forces that heavily outnumber them and with heavy siege weaponry, I guess only time will tell. Coming up to the walls now, on the left side, you can see the arrows coming in. The race up to the walls as arrows are bringing down from atop from the archers. Myrmidon soldiers here taking heavy fire. They do have shields, but it is nothing compared to this sheer hail of arrows. Are they going to be able to get up? Oh, taking heavy losses here. Really heavy losses. You see the arrows pinging into the shield. Some missing, but others finding their targets, especially into the sides of these Greek warriors. Trying to throw some of the spears up as well. Unfortunately, as you can see, anything coming from the invading forces just seems to be bouncing off the walls. They're getting a few hits here and there, but these palisades are really going to be doing a lot to help defend them. The Greek army now spilling onto the walls. It's time for the Trojans to get into close combat and to start fighting for their lives. Left, right, and center, the battle rages on. As you can see them jumping down. These look to be some Greek clubbers. They have these massive maces that can smash through the heavy armor of anyone that happens to be in front of them. Up they go, up the ladders, under a hail of arrows still. A hail of arrows. You can see them taking some shots as well as they climb up. The Trojans doing what they can to shoot up onto the walls, but they are starting to hit their own men. Oh god, they should probably stop doing that right now. But the gates are open. Achilles' army is starting to come in. You can see the clash in the middle there. The guys with the big maces versus the guys with the big axes. And the fighting commences. Hacking, slashing every which way. This is going to be a bloodbath before the day is out. But Achilles just starting to move up now. His men have gone in first, and you might think he would lead from the army from the beginning, but it seems like he's coming in as backup later on. Please do bear with any lag that we experienced during this battle. It is a very large battle. I'm sure Total War Troy is very much struggling to make this happen. Men pouring onto the walls. You can see the sheer mass here. More arrows coming in from down below. And over on this right side, the attackers have made it in. They've made it in through the gates. Charging in through, marching in formation. Going to try and take the center or come up behind the defending Trojans. And who is this? This looks to be Achilles' second in command, leading that invading force that has managed to get into the city already. But the gate, we have an absolute brawl. People hitting, and in the center of that brawl is one Hector. You can see him down there doing his thing, taking on the invading army. He is a tough fighter, a very powerful warrior, and I think he's going to do a great job of stopping these guys from getting into his home. But the Centaur Riders are coming through the front gate now, and of course Chariot Warriors doing the same, trying to mess up that big brawl in the center. While this fighting is going on down there, unfortunately you can see Achilles still waiting outside. What is he waiting for? The battle rages on, it seems. The gate has been breached on this side as well, but it is being defended by the Trojans. Yet some extremely powerful champion warriors on the Greek side are coming in, and they are coming in strong. They have massive hammers and they are blasting through these Trojan defenders. Many lives are being lost. Can they hold this gate? There's only one unit versus this mass, and more arrows coming in. Ooh, and a hit from the hammer. The walls still being guarded, still being defended. The heavy swordsmen trying to make their way along now. And on the ground, we have some of the Greek warriors, the invading forces that have managed to make it through. They are fighting once again these very heavy Trojan infantry. Seems like these heavy swordsmen have managed to rout the Trojan archers. That's going to be a good victory for them. And they are chasing them up the streets. It looks like Achilles and his army have managed to break through substantial amounts. A lot of the Trojans are starting to pull back now. Look at them running away. And look what I have spotted. Running through the center is Hector himself. Is he running away from battle, or is he trying to regroup at the town center? For his own good, I sure do hope he has a plan, because his forces are really being tested right now. The walls have fallen. It's now down to brute manpower. The battle rages on at this front gate. This has to be where the main things are going on, but it looks like the Trojans are starting to be surrounded. These Greek warriors here seem to have come in from that right breach, and they managed to get round the side, and more coming in now. More swordsmen coming in, trying to take out these really heavy Trojan warriors. Archers still pinging in more arrows from afar. I have to say, in this game, I absolutely love the look of the archers. And the Trojans are starting to break. Some of them even running out the city, and the archers there to mop them up. They are not going to let them out. These guys are surrounded. A real break going on there at the town. Oh my, they are really starting to run. They have been surrounded. More heavy swordsmen coming in. Might I add, this is Achilles' army. They have surrounded them completely. Speaking of Achilles, he is on the move again. It looks like he is proud of his army. They've done their job, and him, some of his giants, and some spearmen are coming to move in now to take the glory. Speaking of glory, here we have some heavy soldiers of the invading force. They've managed to break through there, up in the city now. It looks like they're coming up to a fight with a Minotaur, though. Oh my word! Oh, that was a heavy hit. This guy is going to do a lot of damage. I mean, if anyone can take them on, though, these heavy swordsmen are going to put a massive fight up for this guy. He is really going to struggle here. He is doing a decent job, but he is taking a lot of hits, a lot of heavy strikes. They've got to dodge and miss those heavy strikes. But still, you can see he is being hit from all sides. I don't know if he knows what to do. He might be... Oh, he is really taking a beating here. He might go down at some point. But at the front gate, the final few Trojans are being taken out now. And you can see in the middle is Achilles. He has come to raise the morale and push on for the final part of the invasion. The city really has fallen at this point. It really has. Fight still going on. You can see these royal guards here. But they are surrounded. More on the walls as well. But if their allies run, why should they stand? And these guys really don't stand a chance here. Some of them trying to pull back, but the others just have to fight to the death. The warrior Achilles coming to survey the battlefield. Look at him on the back of his chariot there. He has some swordsmen to back him up, but he does not need it. The day is his. Is this some more Trojan archers that haven't been dealt with yet? Oh, no, these are Greeks. Look at him riding past his men. He knows that he is victorious here. He has actually taken Troy. Oh, the archers have gone in for those Trojans. And it looks like we're going to have another battle here. I think these archers are going to get demolished, but they do have Achilles next to them. And with that sort of morale boost, they can do anything. Look at them carving their way through here in close combat with these very heavy infantry, but they are doing a fantastic job. Some of them being taken out, but with Achilles by their side, they should be all right. And of course, him doing his thing from the back of a chariot. Speaking of champions, we have a Hector. Still just running around. I think he's a bit lost. I think he's a bit disheartened at his failure to defend Troy. The Greek forces pushing up through the streets now, clearing off any of the defenders. It doesn't really seem like there's many left at all. The gate pretty much cleared out. A few chariot corpses there. This looks to be the end. The Greeks still having a decently strong force. Over on the left side, the last few are still holding out. Look at them. Look at them in there. Oh god, it's a bloodbath. They fought well, they fought hard, but it wasn't enough. And of course, once again, on the wall, still trying to hold strong. That battle between heavy swordsmen and the Trojan soldiers has been going on for a while. But I don't think it's worth fighting anymore. Heading up towards the town centre now, they're going to have to take it in time. And then they're going to have to hold it. All these archers here doing a fantastic job. Oh, what do we have here? Hector coming in from the left. Achilles on the right. Might they meet eventually? It is pretty much just Hector left on the Trojan side. He's coming up to meet these legendary hammermen here. He's being charged. They're going to clash in the middle. Oh, they are also being picked off by some archers from the back. And here he is in the middle, trying to fight. He is much bigger than all these guys. He towers above them. But as you can see in the background, there are way more coming. He's going to have to stand and fight against all of these guys. And I don't think it's going to be enough. The final stand of this legendary warrior. And legendary he definitely is. He is putting up a hell of a fight, taking out countless of these invading forces. But how long can he stand for? Oh, some good slices there with his spear. Here he goes fighting. But what's this coming round the corner? Could it be? Is that a chariot? It looks like it is. Achilles coming through now. Is this going to be the battle we have all been waiting for? Hector versus Achilles. The final battle. Troy, he comes smashing through his own men, doing probably more damage to them than anything on Hector. He is on chariot back though. I think Hector probably wants to get him on the ground fighting. He is absolutely surrounded now. Can he hold on? Can he hold on? Achilles is just playing with him at this point, almost mocking him. Still some arrows coming in from the top of Troy, as you probably expect from the towers. But it's not going to be enough to withstand this army. Oh, and the Minotaur has now come in. Oh my. This Minotaur seems to be on Hector's side, but he's already given up and run off. He came for one slice, and he has gone. Achilles seemed to be here with his chariot. Probably not the best idea if he wants to keep that chariot. The Minotaur is back, fighting from the rear this time. Hector and the Minotaur defending Troy for all they can. Go on, Hector. Oh, Achilles has jumped off his chariot, and the horse has died. Here we go. This is it. The battle of the ages. Achilles versus Hector in a fight to the death. Hector has to win this. If he can win this, maybe he can lose the morale of the enemy army. I mean, that Minotaur is doing a fantastic job over there, but Achilles just seems to be too powerful. He is just playing with him at this point. He doesn't even need to win this duel, but he has. And it looks like Hector's had enough. Is that him done? I think it is. A victory to Achilles and the invading army. If Hector makes it out alive, he may live to fight another day, but he will always have the dishonor of losing Troy. Achilles leading the last few invading Greeks up to the gates, up to the keep, to take the palace for himself. He will be the one to come out victorious.